In 1987, cinema audiences met a hero unlike any they'd seen before, a man-turned-machine programmed to uphold the law in a city rotting from within. RoboCop wasn't just another 80s action movie, it was part satire, part sci-fi, part ultra-violent comic book fantasy, and part social commentary. Paul Verhoeven's dystopian masterpiece is as sharp today as it was when it first hit screens, and it remains one of the defining films of the decade. Set in a near-future Detroit, a city collapsing under crime, corruption, and corporate greed, RoboCop imagines what happens when law enforcement becomes privatized. Omni Consumer Products has its claws in the city, and their latest experiment is a half-man, half-machine, and all law enforcement. Enter Alex Murphy, played by Peter Weller, whose brutal death at the hands of Clarence Boddicker's gang sets the stage for one of cinema's most haunting rebirths. Weller brings a unique physicality to the role. His robotic movements, combined with the flickers of Murphy's humanity, give RoboCop a tragic weight that elevates the character beyond a standard action hero. What makes RoboCop endure isn't just the explosions and shootouts, it's the biting satire. Verhoeven takes aim at American consumerism, media sensationalism, and unchecked capitalism. The fake TV commercials are darkly hilarious, painting a future that looks uncomfortably familiar. And then there's the violence. RoboCop shocked audiences with this graphic brutality. Murphy's execution, the Ed 209 boardroom massacre, and Boddicker's gruesome demise. It's hyper-stylized, grotesque, and deliberately over the top, Verhoeven forcing viewers to confront the desensitization of violence in media. Beyond Weller's iconic performance, the supporting cast brings RoboCop's world to life. Nancy Allen as Officer Ann Lewis, Murphy's partner and moral anchor, giving the film its heart. Kurtwood Smith as Clarence Boddicker, one of the most gleefully sadistic villains of the 80s, ruthless, foul-mouthed, and utterly unforgettable. Ronny Cox as Dick Jones, the slick OCP executive whose corporate corruption is just as dangerous as Boddicker's bullets. And Miguel Ferrer as Bob Morton, the ambitious OCP executive who creates RoboCop for personal gain, only to pay the ultimate price. Every character feels essential. Their arcs are woven into the film's themes of power, corruption, and morality. The visual effects by Rob Bottin are nothing short of groundbreaking. RoboCop's armor is instantly iconic, sleek, industrial, yet strangely tragic. Bottin's practical makeup for Murphy's mangled head inside of the helmet was jaw-dropping for 1987. The stop-motion animation of Ed 209, supervised by Phil Tippett, gave us one of the most memorable monsters of 80s cinema. Clunky, terrifying, and oddly humorous. Combined with explosive squib work, miniatures, and compositing, RoboCop blended practical craft and cinematic style into something unforgettable. Of course, no mention of RoboCop would be complete without celebrating Basil Poledouris' thunderous score. His main theme is both militaristic and mournful, capturing the duality of Murphy's existence: man versus machine, humanity versus programming. The brass-heavy march underlines RoboCop's unstoppable presence, whilst the quieter, more emotional cues give the film its soul. The music isn't just background, it's the beating heart of Murphy's story. Upon release, RoboCop was controversial. Critics balked at the violence, whilst others praised its razor-sharp satire. Over time, it's become a classic, an 80s staple that transcends its genre. It spawned sequels, comics, TV shows, video games, and even a remake, but none captured the lightning-in-a-bottle brilliance of Verhoeven's original. Today, RoboCop stands not only as a thrilling sci-fi action film, but also as a prophetic warning about corporate overreach, privatized policing, and the thin line between humanity and technology. RoboCop isn't just an action movie, it's satire, it's science fiction, and it's tragedy, and it's one of the most important genre films ever made. But what about you? Does RoboCop still hit as hard today as it did in 1987? Or is it even more relevant than ever? Let us know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time on Retro Reels.